Backwoods Construction Company is your trusted partner for any project you can imagine. Anything from residential, commercial, agricultural, and so much more, Adam and the Backwoods boys can see it through. From planning and site prep to opening the doors to your dream projects, Backwoods can do it all. Call Adam for your custom design or bring your plans for a quote on your next build. Call Backwoods Construction today at 417-594-1716 and make your vision a reality. CNC Farm and Home is more than just a name. It's reassurance that anything you need to care for your farm or home, you can find it at CNC Farm and Home in Lebanon and Bolivar. Whether you need products for lawn and garden, electrical, hardware, or housewares, the good folks at CNC have what you need. They also carry the essentials for pets and livestock, fencing, automotive care, clothing, and even toys. CNC has provided quality products and service in Lebanon, Bolivar, and the surrounding areas, so stop in today and see what CNC can do for you. Since Walters Construction has proudly served the Tri-County area, building home dreams. From new residential and commercial builds to remodels, garage, Walters Construction does it all. They've got you covered there, too. No matter the project, trust the professionals at Walters Construction. Call today at 573-512-0206. You can dream it, we can build it. Are you fed up with selection and high prices at the big box stores? Have you grown weary of paying a premium for your expectations? Then it's time you see Chris, Todd, and Ira at Three Brothers Meat Company. Three Brothers is your local family-owned butcher shop where you'll find top-quality meats at fair market prices. From chicken, beef, pork, and fish to even something like ostrich or alligator, they've got it all. A variety of sides, sauces, and spices, and even catering, they are a one-stop shop. Three Brothers Meat Company. Great meat, great service, great people.
There's a huge crack in my windshield. I need it fixed fast. What am I going to do?
You're going to call Glass Service. With 30 years of experience, Scott and Glasshopper has your glass covered, delivering top-quality, professional, and friendly service to the surrounding area. Whether it's a chip, crack, or shattered glass, windows, or anything in between, if it's auto glass, Glasshopper will fix it fast. Call Glasshopper LLC in Richland today, 573-765-4276. As fall approaches, termites, spiders, and other insects will be looking for a warm, comfy place to ride out the winter. But these treacherous tenants can destroy your home. Don't let your home become a safe haven for unwelcome guests. Let A to Z evict those freeloading pests. A to Z is FHA and VA approved and serves Pulaski County and the surrounding Ozarks. They offer termite inspections and identify issues that could cost you thousands. A to Z will annihilate those ants, finish off those fleas, and terminate those termites. Eradicating those pests and eliminating your stress is what A to Z does best, so call today. Think R&R Motors is just quality used cars at fair prices? Think again. If you need tires, if you're stuck and need a tow, do you want to give your ride a shine? With a wide selection of tires, a towing and recovery service, as well as a self-serve car wash, R&R Motors has you covered. So whether you need a new ride or just want to spiff up the one that you have, go see Richard at R&R Motors, 801 East Jefferson in Richland. Your ride deserves it. Backwoods Construction Company is your trusted partner for any project you can imagine. Anything from residential, commercial, agricultural, and so much more, Adam and the Backwoods boys can see it through. From planning and site prep to opening the doors to your dream projects, Backwoods can do it all. Call Adam for your custom design or bring your plans for a quote on your next build. Call Backwoods Construction today at 417 594 1716 and make your vision a reality. CNC Farm and Home is more than just a name. It's reassurance that anything you need to care for your farm or home, you can find it at CNC Farm and Home in Lebanon and Bolivar. Products for lawn and garden, electrical, hardware, or housewares, the good folks at CNC have what you need. They also carry the pets and livestock, fencing, automotive care, clothing, and even toys. Since 1970, CNC has provided quality products and service in Lebanon, Bolivar, and the surrounding areas. So stop in today and see what CNC can do for you. All right, everybody. Here we are with the second game of the evening. It's going to be the Stoutland Tigers and the Crocker Lions. It's going to be Drew Friesmeyer on the mound tonight for the Crocker Lions. And it will be Dickinson, Millsap, and Bench leading it off here for the Stoutland Tigers. Jesse Dickinson, the leadoff hitter, playing shortstop today for the Stoutland Tigers. Brody Millsap in center field. Riley Bench playing third. And we'll get to the others as we get there. Thanks to all of you that have tuned in this week and last week. Between my platforms, I have roughly 50,000 views in the last 14 days. And that's because of all of you guys. So I just want to tell you guys how much I appreciate that. And I need to give a shout out to one of our sponsors that hasn't got me their ad yet, Marys County Bank. Marys County Bank has agreed to sponsor this season. And they are one of our gold sponsors. And they have a location convenient for each and every Frisco League community with 11 total locations. So for your banking needs, savings, checking, loans, and otherwise, go to see your local Marys County Bank. Richland, Waynesville, Iberia, I know for sure has branches. I believe there's one here in Dixon. And then there's a few others scattered around the Frisco League area. I know Vienna is the home base over there. So I think I got my second camera working good for this one, so we'll have our second angle there on occasion. And I moved this camera over just a little bit here, so maybe we can see a little bit more of the action going on. But I'm trying to catch third and first base lines, and it's not easy. So here comes Jesse Dickinson to lead it off here. Friesmeyer gets the sign from Trip Caldwell behind the plate tonight. That one on the outside corner, strike one. Nice two-seam fastball. Now the 0-1 delivery. That one same spot on the corner, strike two. Oh-2 delivery to Dickinson. Fouled off into the fence. Keep that bat alive. So here's the 0-2. Changeup popped up over towards third base, and it will be squeezed. It's Cash Lawson over there on the put out. So this game will start with an F5, and that'll bring up Brody Millsap. Without question, the best hitter on the Stoutland squad. This year, at least. Last year, probably also. And is definitely the number one pitcher they have. Hits this one off the end of the bat over to short. Fielded by Lawson at third. And it's a 5-3 put out there for the second out. Crocker, the higher seed here at number 2, Licking with the 1 seed. Stoutland down at the 7 seed. Crocker 3-3 on the year so far. First pitch in there by Friesmeyer, swung on and missed by Riley Bench, third baseman today for the Stoutland Tigers. 0-1 is hit well over to short and snagged. Nice play there by Trick Lively. And that will take us to the middle of the first inning. So we head to the bottom of the first and no score here. We'll be right back after this. Backwoods Construction Company is your trusted partner for any project you can imagine. Anything from residential, commercial, agricultural, and so much more, Adam and the Backwoods boys can see it through. From planning and site prep to opening the doors to your dream projects, Backwoods can do it all. Call Adam for your custom design or bring your plans for a quote on your next build. Call Backwoods Construction today at 417-594-1716 and make your vision a reality. CNC Farm and Home is more than just a name. It's reassurance that anything you need to care for your farm or home, you can find it at CNC Farm and Home in Lebanon and Bolivar. Whether you need products for lawn and garden, electrical, hardware, or housewares, the good folks at CNC have what you need. They also carry the essentials for pets and livestock, fencing, automotive care, clothing, and even toys. Since 1970, CNC has provided quality products and service in Lebanon, Bolivar, and the surrounding areas. So stop in today and see what CNC can do for you. Since 1988, Walters Construction has proudly served the Tri-County area, building homes, businesses, and dreams. From new residential and commercial builds to remodels, garages, additions, concrete work, and more, Walters Construction does it all. Need excavation or dump truck services? They've got you covered there, too. No matter the project, trust the professionals at Walters Construction. Call today at 573-512-0206. Walters Construction, if you can dream it, we can build it. All right, here's Cash Lawson leading it off for the Crocker Lions. Austin Pribble on the mound today for the Stoutland Tigers. First pitch out for a ball. Second pitch on the way here. That one hammered out of the left center. It may be caught. It may get down. It does get down. It'll roll out to the wall there, picked up by the center fielder, Millsap, into second. Safe. So Lawson starts this game off with a leadoff double for the Lions. This will bring up Trick Lively. What a trick. See if he can turn a base runner into a run here. That one gets away from the catcher. It's ball 1-0. Checks the runner over there at second. That one in there for a strike. Now 1-1 here on Trick Lively. There's the 1-1. That one swung on, popped up over towards the third base side, and squeezed by Riley Bench for the out. So that will bring up Trip Caldwell now. One of two Caldwells on the team. The other one being Easton. That one in there for strike one, nicely thrown by Austin Pribble. Caldwell's hitting .235 on the season so far. Runner goes to third. Got a late jump on it. And he's in a pickle now. Over to second. He's going to try to outrun it. Throw is low, and he is in safe. Got lucky. Cash Lawson has some speed, but I don't think that was the plan. That one fouled away by Caldwell. So now 1-2 here. Caldwell's hitting .235 on the year, it looks like. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball hit over to third base. It'll score the run. Bench to Brent for the out. But Lawson will come across to put the first run on the board for the Lions. You know, I guess we could make this. That one smashed over to left by Friesmeyer. He's hitting .625, and now you see why. So a single there for Friesmeyer. Puts him on first base here. Dribble check the runner. Pick off over to first. Back in time. This is Logan Connell up at the plate. Hitting 125 right now. But the year is young. He's drawn 3 walks and struck out 8 times. No throw down on that one, as Friesmeyer takes second easily. I believe it's a 2-1 count. Pribble puts that one outside. That's fouled up and out of play. And nearly hits what we'll call Grandma's Row over there, watching along the fence line. Minus, of course, Becca Witt, because I know she's going to watch this later, and I don't want her beating me up. So after the foul here, I believe it's 2-2. That one outside for a ball to run it full. Well, I think he said that's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. That one high and out. And that will walk Connell. So 2 Lions on here for Cashton Murphy. Cashton hitting .214 so far on the year. First pitch in there, fouled away, out of play. Luckily, it didn't hit anybody. So strike 1 there on Murphy. Runners on first and second. Runner on second goes. Throw down to third will not happen. Sterling there behind the plate couldn't quite get a good grip on it to throw it down there. Steps back in. I'd say the runner on first going to go now, and they are. That one low for a ball, I believe. Yes, now it's 2-1 on Murphy. That one swung on well out to center field. And I believe that was a home run. No. Went over or under, but that is a triple for Murphy. So that scores. See, Logan Connell scored. Friesmeyer, I believe, scores. That was just a 2-run triple, maybe. I've got too many things going on all at once here. That one in there for a strike. This is Preston Pierce. He's hitting 143 on the year. That one popped up. It's in play over to the right side. And Pribble will catch it. And that will be the third out of the inning. F1. But not before Crocker gets themselves on the board. I believe it is 3-0 that scored 2 runs there. It is. Look at me go. I'm so smart. All right, so we'll head to the top of the inning here with the Lions leading 3-0. And we will be right back after this.
CNC Farm and Home is more than just a name. It's reassurance that anything you need to care for your farm or home, you can find it at CNC Farm and Home in Lebanon and Bolivar. Whether you need products for lawn and garden, electrical, hardware, or housewares, the good folks at CNC have what you need. They also carry the essentials for pets and livestock, fencing, automotive care, clothing, and even toys. Since 1970, CNC has provided quality products and service in Lebanon, Bolivar, and the surrounding areas. So stop in today and see what CNC can do for you. Since 1988, Walters Construction has proudly served the Tri-County area, building homes, businesses, and dreams. From new residential and commercial builds to remodels, garages, additions, concrete work, and more, Walters Construction does it all. Need excavation or dump truck services? They've got you covered there, too. No matter the project, trust the professionals at Walters Construction. Call today at 573-512-0206. Walters Construction. If you can dream it, we can build it.
All right, here we are, top of the second. 3-0 Lions. Friesmeyer's first pitch in there for a strike. This is Rowdy Danuser, the right fielder. Takes first pitch for a strike. Here's the 0-1 delivery. That one high. I believe he'll leave that one up there, Mike. That one fouled off over onto the softball field. Hopefully it didn't hit anybody in the process. It's now 1-2 here. Friesmeyer gets a sign, shakes it. Here we go. Fastball right down central. And Danuser will go sit down after a strikeout looking for the first out of the second inning. And that will bring up Michael Kincaid.
First pitch to him down central for a strike. Here's the 0-1 delivery now by Friesmeyer. That one well outside for a ball. The 1-1 delivery on the way here. That one hit well over to first. Foster will scoop it up and tag the bag for out number 2. That will retire Kincaid and bring up Cooper Witt. Witt playing left field today. So quickly 2 outs here for the Lions. Cooper Witt trying to get on base. Nice 2-seamer in there, swung on and missed for strike 1. That one high. Cooper leaves it there, 1-1. That one in the dirt now, 2-1. Witt hitting 200 on the season so far. Here's the 1-1. That one half swing back to the pitcher. Friesmeyer will go over to first with it for the out. So 3 up, 3 down in 2 straight innings for the Stoutland Tigers as they trail here, headed to the bottom of the second, 3-0. We'll be right back.
Are you fed up with the limited selection and high prices at the big box stores? Have you grown weary of paying a premium for steaks that don't meet your expectations? Then it's time you see Chris, Todd, and Ira at Three Brothers Meat Company. Three Brothers is your local family-owned butcher shop where you'll find top-quality meats at fair market prices. From chicken, beef, pork, and fish to even something like ostrich or alligator, they've got it all. Plus, with a wide variety of sides, sauces, and spices, and even catering, they are your one-stop shop. Three Brothers Meat Company. Great meat, great service, great people.
There's a huge crack in my windshield. I need it fixed fast. What am I going to do?
You're going to call Glasshopper Mobile Glass Service. With 30 years of experience, Scott and Glasshopper has your glass covered, delivering top-quality, professional, and friendly service to the surrounding area. Whether it's a chip, crack, or shattered glass, windshields, liftgate windows, or anything in between, if it's auto glass, Glasshopper will fix it fast. Call Glasshopper LLC in Richland today, 573-765-4276.
All right, stepping in for Crocker here will be Riley Foster. Riley hitting 188 so far on the year through 6 games. That one ripped well over to first. Brent will pick it up and over to the bag for the out. And that could have been a collision waiting to happen there. Those boys moving that way, but the out was recorded no less. And that'll bring up Kenton Whittle. He's DHing today in place of Easton Caldwell. That one, a ball. That one hit well, up in the air over to second, and squeezed for the out. Michael Kincaid, not fooled. And that might be the first at bat for that one. Fouled out my direction and caught. Caught before it did any damage, I should say. Cash Lawson up now. So 1-1 on him. Doubled and scored in the first. This one over to shortstop. Scooped up over to first. And he is out. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Stoutland Tigers. And that's what they needed. As we head to the bottom of the top of the third here. Lions still lead 3-0.
There's a huge crack in my windshield. I need it fixed fast. What am I going to do?
You're going to call Glasshopper Mobile Glass Service. With 30 years of experience, Scott and Glasshopper has your glass covered, delivering top-quality, professional, and friendly service to the surrounding area. Whether it's a chip, crack, or shattered glass, windshields, liftgate windows, or anything in between, if it's auto glass, Glasshopper will fix it fast. Call Glasshopper LLC in Richland today, 573-765-4276. As fall approaches, termites, spiders, and other insects will be looking for a warm, comfy place to ride out the winter. But these treacherous tenants can destroy your home. Don't let your home become a safe haven for unwelcome guests. Let A to Z evict those freeloading pests. A to Z is FHA and VA approved and serves Pulaski County and the surrounding Ozarks. They offer termite inspections and identify issues that could cost you thousands. A to Z will annihilate those ants, finish off those fleas, and terminate those termites. Eradicating those pests and eliminating your stress is what A to Z does best, so call today.
All right, here we go. This is Sterling, the catcher. Brandon Sterling up. He's hitting 167 on the year. That one in there for a strike. 0-1. That one swung on and missed. Strike 2. Friesmeyer gets the sign. That one really high. 1-2. That was a purpose pitch. Probably going to go with a low breaking ball here. Or he may just go straight gas. And he does go gas, just a little high. Evens the count here at 2-2. That one inside, and that's going to be a swing. And Sterling strikes out. 7 up, 7 down. And that'll bring up Cameron Brent. Freshman. Good little ball player. He played for me one year. He's hitting 600 on the year, so if anybody has a good chance to get on base, it is Cameron. First pitch to Cam. Breaking ball travels outside. Umpire down the line says he did not swing, so that'll be a ball. That one fastball fouled off into the fence, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery by Friesmeyer. Swung on and missed. Got him with the off speed there, so 1-2 now. Cam swings pretty good bat. See what he can do here. That one up and in. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on young Cameron Brent here. Friesmeyer kicks and fires. Drives that one over to second base. Picked up over to first. And the out is made. Second out of the inning now. And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Austin Pribble. who appears to be hitless so far this season. And I can't tell you right off the top of my head how many at-bats that is, but I'm going to guess not very many. That one well outside. That one, a strike, 1-1. That's in 4 games, so he's still getting warmed up to the idea of hitting. Swings mightily on that one, strike 2. His on-base percentage is .417, though, so he's a disciplined hitter. It's just he hasn't made good contact with anything so far. That one right down central, and he will sit down looking. And that is 9 straight Tigers retired by Drew Friesmeyer as we head to the top of the 3rd here. Lions in the lead, 3-0. And we'll be right back.
As fall approaches, termites, spiders, and other insects will be looking for a warm, comfy place to ride out the winter. But these treacherous tenants can destroy your home. Don't let your home become a safe haven for unwelcome guests. Let A to Z evict those freeloading pests. A to Z is FHA and VA approved and serves Pulaski County and the surrounding Ozarks. They offer termite inspections and identify issues that could cost you thousands. A to Z will annihilate those ants, finish off those fleas, and terminate those termites. Eradicating those pests and eliminating your stress is what A to Z does best, so call today.
All right. Back with you here. First pitch in there to Lively is a strike. Lively flew out to the third baseman there. That one in there for strike 2. Breaking ball, too far outside. That one too far inside, and that'll even the count here at 2-2 on Lively. That one put into play. Over to shortstop, picked up over to first. In time. So the 6-3 there for the first out of the inning. I don't want you to feel like I'm picking on Austin Pribble. He's pitched 4 innings and has not given up an earned run yet this season. Before this game, that is. Only 2 walks. And has stranded 4 on base. So he's a decent little pitcher, just finding his groove here 4 games into the season. That one outside. Ball 1 on Caldwell. Caldwell hitting .235, grounded out in a fielder's choice in the first inning. That one inside. Now 2-0. That one, a ball, 3-0. That one, ball 4.
That'll bring up Drew Friesmeyer here with a runner on first now. Shilton giving signs over there at third, and I bet he's telling Caldwell to get on his horse. Friesmeyer takes pitch one right down the middle for strike one. Good lead over there at first for Caldwell. That one hit well out towards right center. Millsap tracking it down, and we'll make the play. For out number 2 here. And that'll bring up Logan Connell, sitting 125 at the beginning of this game. Reached on a walk and later scored on the 2 RBI triple by Murphy. Pick off over to first, nothing doing there. Here's the pitch from Pribble. Runner goes, throw down, not in time. Caldwell slides in safe. I believe that was a strike. It was, so. Good transfer there by Sterling. Couldn't quite get the throw off in time. Coach Nicholson wanting to come out and have a word with the umpire here. I'm not sure about what, but he's nitpicking something here, I think. We'll have a meeting of the minds there between the umpires. So he's going to call him out. I'm not sure if they were trying to call that interference or he's going to be out, and I don't know why, but I'll figure it out here in just a minute and tell you. Yeah, so batter's interference is what they're saying, but I don't believe that. But it's a discretion call. It's got to be intent. I don't think it was intentional, but that's not my call. So, anyway, we'll be right back here in just a minute with the bottom of the third right after this.
CNC Farm and Home is more than just a name. It's reassurance that anything you need to care for your farm or home, you can find it at CNC Farm and Home in Lebanon and Bolivar. Whether you need products for lawn and garden, electrical, hardware, or housewares, the good folks at CNC have what you need. They also carry the essentials for pets and livestock, fencing, automotive care, clothing, and even toys. Since 1970, CNC has provided quality products and service in Lebanon, Bolivar, and the surrounding areas. So stop in today and see what CNC can do for you. Since 1988, Walters Construction has proudly served the Tri-County area, building homes, businesses, and dreams. From new residential and commercial builds to remodels, garages, additions, concrete work, and more, Walters Construction does it all. Need excavation or dump truck services? They've got you covered there, too. No matter the project, trust the professionals at Walters Construction. Call today at 573-512-0206. Walters Construction, if you can dream it, we can build it.
So it was called batter's interference. I don't know how to use replay on this thing, or we would do that, but I ain't figured that out yet. So eventually, I'll have that figured out, but it's a discretion call. But if I'm going to make that call, the intent has to be there for me. If I'm going to make that kind of call, especially on something like that with 2 outs, it's got to be obvious or intentional. And I don't believe it was either one in the case of Murphy there. But I'm not umpiring this game, so that doesn't matter. There's the throw down, and we are ready to go. Jesse Dickinson going to step up to the plate here. Tigers trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the third. Nope. Top of the fourth. That pitch by Friesmeyer hit along the grass. It'll bounce over to Friesmeyer, over to Foster for out number 1. And not to jinx the young feller, but a certain somebody hasn't allowed a hit yet through 3 1/3. That could change here with Brody Millsap coming up to the plate for the Tigers. That one right down central for strike 1. Looks like a good little changeup there. Didn't have as much pepper as a fastball. I know it's hard to see with a lefty in the box here, or at all. That one outside, definitely a purpose pitch. The 1-1. Here's the 1-1. That one hit well over to shortstop, and it will get through. I don't know if I would give that a hit. Just kind of olayed the shortstop there. But regardless, that is the first base runner of the game here for the Stoutland Tigers. As Riley Bench steps to the plate, he's hitting .455 on the year so far. Grounded out to third in his first at bat. And hits Bench now to put 2 runners on. Millsap on second, Bench on first. I'm going to end up scoring that Millsap hit an error, or the Millsap ball in play on an error. So, no hitter still intact for Friesmeyer. That one in there, strike on Dan Hoosier. He's hitting .286 on the year so far. He's playing right field today for the Stoutland Tigers. Runners on first and second here. Chance to make this a close game. Puts that one into play over to first. Friesmeyer scoops it up over to first. Nice sliding play there by Drew Friesmeyer to get the out. And that's now 2 outs. Runners will advance to second and third. Friesmeyer going all out there to make sure he got the out. So now 2 outs in the inning. That one, breaking ball high, hung it up head level to Kincaid. Kincaid, a .182 hitter so far on the year. Friesmeyer with the pitch there. Right down central for strike one. Now 1-1 on the count. Friesmeyer gets the sign and sets. Here's the delivery. That one, a high fastball swung on and missed. 1-2. Kincaid nearly swung out of his shoes trying to hit that one. So now the 1-2 pitch. Friesmeyer gets a sign and sets. And high fastball gets Kincaid for out number 3 in the inning. So the Tigers preserve the Tigers got a couple of base runners on, but the Lions able to preserve the shutout they've got going. So we will be right back in just a minute after we hear from our sponsors.
Oh no, there's a huge crack in my windshield. I need it fixed fast. What am I going to do?
You're going to call Glasshopper Mobile Glass Service. With 30 years of experience, Scott and Glasshopper has your glass covered, delivering top-quality, professional, and friendly service to the surrounding area. Whether it's a chip, crack, or shattered glass, windshields, liftgate windows, or anything in between, if it's auto glass, Glasshopper will fix it fast. Call Glasshopper LLC in Richland today, 573-765-4276. As fall approaches, termites, spiders, and other insects will be looking for a warm, comfy place to ride out the winter. But these treacherous tenants can destroy your home. Don't let your home become a safe haven for unwelcome guests. Let A to Z evict those freeloading pests. A to Z is FHA and VA approved and serves Pulaski County and the surrounding Ozarks. They offer termite inspections and identify issues that could cost you thousands. A to Z will annihilate those ants, finish off those fleas, and terminate those termites. Eradicating those pests and eliminating your stress is what A to Z does best, so call today.
All right, this will be Cashton Murphy stepping in for the Crocker Lions here. He was the batter at the plate when the last inning ended on batter's interference, so he will get to go again. That one, I don't believe, I think it counts as a plate appearance, but not an at-bat since it was never completed. Swing and a miss on that one. Murphy getting the sign over there from Coach. That one hit well out into left. Getting underneath it and making the out is Cooper Witt. So that'll bring up Preston Pierce here. Flew out to first base back in the first inning. Here's the pitch from Pribble. That one hit well. It might get through. Picked up it short over to first. It's going to be a high throw. It was offline. So that'll be an error on Dickinson. And Pierce is over at first. And that'll bring up Riley Foster looking for an RBI here. Or at least to put the runner in scoring position. Grounded out to second his first at bat. Riley's been putting in a lot of work over the summer here. Trying to get his batting in order. That one will hit him. So now we have 2 Tigers on base. 2 Lions, rather. My apologies. Bottom of 4th. Shelton giving the signs over there. We might be in store for a double steal. We'll see here in just a second. That one well outside. Could even be the delayed steal. Pierce has got some speed over there on second. That one inside. That one just barely swung at and bunted around by Kenton Whittle, and he will pop out to the catcher for out number 2. And that'll bring up the top of the order with Cash Lawson. Coach Shelton coming over to talk about something with the umpire here. And I'm not sure what the issue is. I'd tell you what it is, but I can't hear him. I can't hear people sitting next to me half the time. Coach Shelton over there giving the signs, and Lawson will step in. Going to try to make up for that miscue that put the runner on last inning with a base hit here, maybe an RBI. That one high, 1-0. Double steal, throw down to third, not in time. Both runners safe. Pierce over to third, Foster over to second. And that was a ball. I believe it'll be 2-0 here. Pribble pitches that one. It's fouled out of play. So 2-1 count here on Lawson with runners in scoring position. That one popped up into the screen. Pribble. Wow. Preston Pierce just stole home. Aggressive. I don't know if that run counts or not. That was a strikeout by Lawson there. And I'm not sure if that run counts or not. I don't think it will. But we head to the top of the 5th here. Lions leading either 3 or 4-0. I'll confirm one or the other here in just a minute. Let's go hear our sponsors once again. Backwoods Construction Company is your trusted partner for any project you can imagine. Anything from residential, commercial, agricultural, and so much more. Adam and the Backwoods boys can see it through. From planning and site prep to opening the doors to your dream projects, Backwoods can do it all. Call Adam for your custom design or bring your plans for a quote on your next build. Call Backwoods Construction today at 417-594-1716 and make your vision a reality. CNC Farm and Home is more than just a name. It's reassurance that anything you need to care for your farm or home, you can find it at CNC Farm and Home in Lebanon and Bolivar. Whether you need products for lawn and garden, electrical, hardware, or housewares, the good folks at CNC have what you need. They also carry the essentials for pets and livestock, fencing, automotive care, clothing, and even toys. Since 1970, CNC has provided quality products and service in Lebanon, Bolivar, and the surrounding areas. So stop in today and see what CNC can do for you. I was confused. I'm like, maybe it does count. No, it certainly does not. So that should bring up Cooper Witt to lead off the inning here for the Stoutland Tigers. First one in there, nice fastball for strike one. Second pitch in there. Swung on and missed, strike two.
Friesmeyer not playing around this inning. Trying to conserve his pitch count. That one high and out for ball 2. Excuse me, ball 1. That one will catch the outside corner for strike 3. As Witt strikes out. So that is 1 out now. And that'll bring up Sterling, the catcher. Struck out in the 3rd. That one in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. That one swung on and missed, strike 2. Friesmeyer is not playing around this half inning. That one just high. So here's the 1-2 delivery by Friesmeyer. On the way, swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 up, 2 down. And that'll bring up Cameron Brent here. Grounded out the second, his first at bat. Back in the 3rd. Changeup got him swinging. Strike 1. That one lined right back up the middle. First hit of the ball game goes to the freshman Cameron Brent. I told you guys he swings a good bat. That's what I mean. That's the first hit allowed on the night by Drew Friesmeyer. He's pitched an absolute gem today. I just didn't want to jinx it by saying no hits and such, but it's still a shutout. He's still got that under his belt. That'll bring up his counterpart here, Austin Pribble. First pitch goes well inside. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0 delivery by Friesmeyer. That one in there. Just high. 2-0 now on Pribble. Again, hitless this year, but a .417 on base percentage, so that tells me he's a disciplined hitter. He just hasn't made good contact with one yet. Swung on and missed there, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 delivery, swung on and missed again, 2-2. Here's the 2-2 delivery by Friesmeyer. That one, two-seamer, cuts back inside for strike 3. And got Pribble looking. But Cameron Brent picks up the first hit of the night for the Stoutland Tigers. As we head to the bottom of the 5th here, Lions still lead 3-0. We'll be back right after this.
Since 1988, Walters Construction has proudly served the Tri-County area, building homes, businesses, and dreams. From new residential and commercial builds to remodels, garages, additions, concrete work, and more, Walters Construction does it all. Need excavation or dump truck services? They've got you covered there, too. No matter the project, trust the professionals at Walters Construction. Call today at 573-512-0206. Walters Construction, if you can dream it, we can build it. Are you fed up with the limited selection and high prices at the big box stores? Have you grown weary of paying a premium for steaks that don't meet your expectations? Then it's time you see Chris, Todd, and Ira at Three Brothers Meat Company. Three Brothers is your local family-owned butcher shop where you'll find top-quality meats at fair market prices. From chicken, beef, pork, and fish to even something like ostrich or alligator, they've got it all. Plus, with a wide variety of sides, sauces, and spices, and even catering, they are your one-stop shop. Three Brothers Meat Company. Great meat, great service, great people.
All right. Bottom of the fifth here. This is Cash Lawson stepping in. No, excuse me. Trick Lively stepping in. He is flown out to third and grounded out to short today. That one, though, hit dead to center. Millsap on his horse, and he will squeeze it. Excellent snag there by Brody Millsap for the first out of the fifth inning. Tigers got out of a little bit of trouble that last inning. Stranded 2. As Pierce stole home, but the last pitch of that at bat was a strike on Lawson and ended the inning. First pitch by Pribble to Caldwell is high. 1-0 count here. Old Pete hollering in the background. It ain't a Crocker game unless there's Pete somewhere around hollering. I love that old guy. 1-1 here now on Caldwell after the strike. Old Pete's an Alabama fan, and I'm an Arkansas fan, so we tease one another. Talk football here and there. He really is genuinely one of my favorite people to see at the ball games. Have a little meeting over there on the mound. Might be switching up some signs or something here. Maybe just telling him to calm down. So Caldwell step in here. 1-1. Shelton needs to talk to him about something over there. He's going to tie his shoe. Shelton using the opportunity to get a few extra words in there. So now Caldwell steps back in here. We're just having all kinds of meetings, ain't we? Well, while Nicholson goes out to talk to Pribble, let's go ahead and hear from our sponsors once again, because without them, none of this is possible, so I want to make sure they're getting what they're paying for here. So we'll be back in just a second.
Backwoods Construction Company is your trusted partner for any project you can imagine. Anything from residential, commercial, agricultural, and so much more, Adam and the Backwoods boys can see it through. From planning and site prep to opening the doors to your dream projects, Backwoods can do it all. Call Adam for your custom design or bring your plans for a quote on your next build. Call Backwoods Construction today at 417-594-1716 and make your vision a reality.
All right, I think everybody's had all the meetings they need to have now. Maybe we can proceed with the at-bat. I believe the count is 1-1 here on Caldwell. It is. Letting the field ump get back where he belongs. Here's the pitch, the 1-1 by Pribble's high. That runs the count here to 2 balls, 1 strike on Caldwell. Caldwell hitting .235 prior to the game today. Reached on a walk. That one stroked out into right field. That'll get down for a base hit. Gets away from the right fielder. Throw into second. And he's going for third.
Ball will roll down to third, but not before Caldwell rolls into third. I'm going to give that a single with an error. So single with an E9 there to take him to third. As fast as he is, that very well could have been a double. So a one-out hit puts a runner in scoring position for Drew Friesmeyer. Friesmeyer hitting .625 prior to the evening and added one more in the first inning. Flew out to center in the third. Now has a chance for an RBI to extend the lead for the Lions. Pribble's second pitch, that one high. Evens the count here at 1-1. And I wonder what kind of trickery Shelton's got going on over at third base. That one popped up. It is in play. Oh, but play was made. Nice job there by Brandon Sterling to stay with it. And that is the second out of the inning here. I don't know if you guys could see it on the frame there, but he bobbled it and still caught it. It's one of those times I wish I had replay. So that'll bring up Logan Connell here. Walked in the first and scored. Called out on batter's interference in the third. And that one in there for ball one. Pribble's actually pitched pretty well today, considering he's down by 3 runs. That one up just high. Here's the 2-0. That one in there. Hit well down the third base line, but foul. So 2 balls, 1 strike here on Connell. Runner on third with 2 outs. That one's going to go outside, runs the count down to 3-1. And Connell going to try to draw his second walk of the night with Murphy, who has a 2 RBI triple in the first, waiting on deck. That one, fastball high, fouled off into the net. Run the count full. So here's the payoff pitch for Pribble. That one popped up over to the right side. Second baseman going to settle underneath it for the catch and the third out. That will take us to the top of the 6th. With the Stoutland Tigers trailing 3-0 to the Crocker Lions. Be back here in just a minute.
CNC Farm and Home is more than just a name. It's reassurance that anything you need to care for your farm or home, you can find it at CNC Farm and Home in Lebanon and Bolivar. Whether you need products for lawn and garden, electrical, hardware, or housewares, the good folks at CNC have what you need. They also carry the essentials for pets and livestock, fencing, automotive care, clothing, and even toys. Since 1970, CNC has provided quality products and service in Lebanon, Bolivar, and the surrounding areas. So stop in today and see what CNC can do for you. Since 1988, Walters Construction has proudly served the Tri-County area, building homes, businesses, and dreams. From new residential and commercial builds to remodels, garages, additions, concrete work, and more, Walters Construction does it all. Need excavation or dump truck services? They've got you covered there, too. No matter the project, trust the professionals at Walters Construction. Call today at 573-512-0206. Walters Construction, if you can dream it, we can build it.
Welcome back. Drew Friesmeyer still on the mound here for the Lions. I believe if they win today, which it looks like they might, I don't want to jinx anybody, it'll be... They'll play again on Wednesday, and the winner of this game will play Iberia, who beat Plato earlier in the day. Here's the first pitch in to Jesse Dickinson. Mighty swing and a miss for strike one. That one hit well out into right. Tracking it down in right field and making the play is Cashton Murphy for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Brody Millsap. Hitting .429 coming into the day. Grounded out to third and reached on an error in his previous two at-bats. That one low, ball one. So tomorrow will be the loser of this game versus Plato. That'll be the only game tomorrow. It's at 6:30. This one hit over to shortstop. Shortstop over to first. Out is made. Lively to Foster for the out there. So tomorrow at 6:30 will be the second game in the consolation bracket, or the first game in the consolation bracket. That one in there for strike on the corner. On Riley Bench. That one fouled away. Line drive foul ball over to the softball field. Now 0-2. So it'll be Plato and the loser of this game. That one hit well over to second. Over to first. And that is the inning. So we head to the top of the sixth here. Lions lead 3-0. So a little shameless self-promotion here. If you guys enjoy seeing and or listening to this broadcast, please share it with your friends. Make sure everybody who has a chance, or everybody that you know that wants to watch this, has a chance to watch this.
Are you fed up with the limited selection and high prices at the big box stores? Have you grown weary of paying a premium for steaks that don't meet your expectations? Then it's time you see Chris, Todd, and Ira at Three Brothers Meat Company. Three Brothers is your local family-owned butcher shop where you'll find top-quality meats at fair market prices. From chicken, beef, pork, and fish to even something like ostrich or alligator, they've got it all. Plus, with a wide variety of sides, sauces, and spices, and even catering, they are your one-stop shop. Three Brothers Meat Company. Great meat, great service, great people. Think R&R Motors is just quality used cars at fair prices? Think again. If you need tires, if you're stuck and need a tow, do you want to give your ride a shine? With a wide selection of tires, a towing and recovery service, as well as a self-serve car wash, R&R Motors has you covered. So whether you need a new ride or just want to spiff up the one that you have, go see Richard at R&R Motors, 801 East Jefferson in Richland. Your ride deserves it.
Welcome back. Sorry about that. Pete was wondering how he could watch here, so I told him we'd get him set up with whatever he needed. I know Pete loves to watch the ball games. This is Cashton Murphy up here. I believe it's 1-1 on the count. That one popped up out of play. This is the bottom of the 6th, if I'm not mistaken. That one grounded right back to Pribble on the mound. He'll flip it over to first for the out. So the 1-3 put out there will bring up Preston Pierce. He was hit by a pitch and no, he reached on an error and flew out to the pitcher in the first. First pitch to him. Inside for a ball, 1-0. It is the bottom of the 6th. I am on track. That one going to float outside, 1-1. That one in there for strike on the inside corner. Now 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 there. And Pierce wants to get on base pretty badly. You can tell. Pribble has 73 pitches, so he can easily finish out this game if nothing goes awry. That one hit right back to him. He'll run it back over to first again, flip it to Brent for the out. Both outs made by Pribble. That'll bring up Riley Foster here. Foster looking to get a base hit here with 2 outs. First pitch to Foster, just inside. He grounded out the second in his first at bat and was hit by a pitch in the last at bat. I know he'd like to put one into play. Like I said, he's been working to get that swing kind of cinched up and a little smoother, trying to make good contact. I know he's been working on that all summer. I've seen it a few times. Here's the 2-0. That one's going to be in there for a strike. I've seen him plenty of Tony Gwynn videos. That one put into play. Over to shortstop. Riley on his horse, but I don't think he's going to get there in time. He does not. So the 6-3 put out will end the top of the 6th inning, or the bottom of the 6th inning. We head to the top of the 7th here with the Tigers running out of chances. Trailing 3-0. Anyway, now I'll do my shameless self-promotion. If you guys like watching these games, and even if you just mute it and don't listen to me, which I don't blame you if you do, but if you guys enjoy at least seeing the games, make sure you're sharing that with people. And anybody who wants to watch it, you can find it on YouTube, and eventually, soon, it'll be on Facebook Live as well. In case you guys didn't know, you can stream this on your regular TV through the YouTube app. If you have a smart TV, you can put it on every room in the house. That way you can still do laundry or cook dinner or whatever, and you won't miss anything. But it's very important that I get people to like and subscribe on these pages. As much as I love my sponsors, and they are the reason I'm doing this, or I'm able to do this, online monetization is going to be a big factor in how long and how well this production will go. So if you guys could just do me that favor and like and share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're going to get the podcast fired up here real soon. That's going to be some interesting engagement in between games that you guys may want to hear and listen to. So I just ask that favor of you. As Dan Hoosier steps in here, hits it over to first. Riley Foster can't make the play. And Dan Hoosier will reach on the error by Foster. There's Pete. Took a bit of a strange hop there down the line, which tends to happen. It's hard to get the lines perfectly smooth on dirt and grass. People run down them. Dan Hoosier is only the 4th base runner of the ball game allowed by Friesmeyer. Kincaid takes that one for a strike. He struck out in the 4th and grounded out to the first baseman. And the second, Friesmeyer's 0-1. That one just high. Pick off over to first. Back in time is Dan Hoosier. So now 1-1 on Kincaid. Bunt, laid down foul. So Kincaid now with 2 strikes on him. Gonna have to choke and poke. Try to do whatever he can to get the ball in play here. I'm honestly surprised that Dan Hoosier didn't take off for second. But I wouldn't necessarily try the arm of Trip Caldwell if I were him myself. 1-2 delivery here to Kincaid. Low and outside. Caldwell over to first. Almost caught Foster napping over there. He wasn't ready for that. So now 2-2 here on Kincaid. Two outs here in the inning. Sorry, I'm trying my best to keep that updated, but I can't do my book and intricate work at the same time. That one low. That'll run the count full here. Oh no, 3-1. My apologies. I believe that's what he just showed. And that one, a ball, will walk Kincaid. Move Dan Hoosier over to second. That'll bring up Cooper Witt, who's due for a hit. Hitting 200 on the year. Struck out in his previous at-bat. Grounded out to the pitcher in his first at-bat. I'm going to go have a quick conversation with Coach over there. Coach Nicholson probably trying to get some trickery going. There's a killdeer flying around the infield here. Hopefully nobody hits that. So Cooper Witt will step in here with 2 outs and 2 on. Top of the 7th. Do or die here. And the pickoff over to second got Kincaid. No, it isn't. Sorry. Been doing this in my book wrong the whole time. It's my fault. So that is the first out of the inning. Stealing. And a bad transfer there by Lawson. Or Caldwell, I mean, sorry. And that was Dan Hoosier got picked up second, and Kincaid now over there safely with a stolen base. So runner on second now. In scoring position, that one swing and a miss on Witt. So now I believe it is 1-2. That one high. Now it's 1-2. Got a time called. Nicholson giving some signs here. If I had to guess with 2 strikes, it's going to be a hit and run, so anything close. Swing and a miss. Throw back down to second. Gets away from Lawson over at second. And they're going to send the runner home here. Throw coming in from center will not be in time, and Stalin is going to get on the board. So there goes the shutout. So Witt strikes out. And Kincaid comes around to score there for the lone run of the game so far for the Stoutland Tigers. With 1 out, it ain't over till it's over. Excuse me, 2 outs. It ain't over till it's over. That one fastball in there. All right, down the pipe for strike 1 on Sterling. 0-1. That one a fastball roped out into left. And it's going to get over the head of the left fielder. Preston Pierce played a little shallow for that one. And that's going to be a 2-out double for Sterling. His first hit of the ball game. That'll put him on second. And that'll bring up Cameron Brent here, the number 8 hitter, who prior to this inning had the only hit allowed by Friesmeyer for the Stoutland Tigers. And Brent can cut this to a 1-run game with a good swing here. And I have to wonder if they're going to put in somebody else to hit for Austin Pribble. If Cameron Brent can get on base here. 2-seamer right down the pipe, strike 1. Runner over there on second base. That one fouled off into the fence. Getting a good lead over there is Sterling. 2 strikes on Brent now. Here's the 0-2. Right down central for strike 3. And that is the ball game. Crocker will win this one 3-1 to advance to the winner's bracket. Stoutland will face Plato tomorrow at 6:30. In the winner's bracket, we'll have 2 games on Wednesday. It will be the Dixon and Richland will be tomorrow at 4 p.m. to determine who moves on to face the number 1 seed Licking on Wednesday. And then we'll have the 6:30 game between Plato and Stoutland, the 6 and 7 seeds, in the consolation bracket. So be sure to tune in for those. Be sure to share this with everybody. We're going to give our sponsors one more round of recognition here before we get out of here. I just want to say I appreciate everybody tuning in here to Better Call Ball, BCB Media. Those are all me. And again, monetization is eventually going to be the key to this whole thing. So do your best to tune into the videos, like and subscribe on the YouTube. Follow me on Facebook at Better Call Ball. And we will see you guys tomorrow night. Game time right about 4 p.m. between Dixon and Richland. We'll have a two-game night again tomorrow night. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off and play my play my sponsors to get on out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. Backwoods Construction Company is your trusted partner for any project you can imagine. Anything from residential, commercial, agricultural, and so much more, Adam and the Backwoods boys can see it through. From planning and site prep to opening the doors to your dream projects, Backwoods can do it all. Call Adam for your custom design or bring your plans for a quote on your next build. Call Backwoods Construction today at 417-594-1716 and make your vision a reality. CNC Farm and Home is more than just a name. It's reassurance that anything you need to care for your farm or home, you can find it at CNC Farm and Home in Lebanon and Bolivar. Whether you need products for lawn and garden, electrical, hardware, or housewares, the good folks at CNC have what you need. They also carry the essentials for pets and livestock, fencing, automotive care, clothing, and even toys. Since 1970, CNC has provided quality products and service in Lebanon, Bolivar, and the surrounding areas. So stop in today and see what CNC can do for you.